on digital radio, on the app, on your smart speaker, on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch.tv, and Facebook.
The Sports Cast. Expect the unexpected.
The update presented by the Sports Cast.
The Sportscast, November 22nd, 2022. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Apple Podcasts. You can also listen to us on your smart speaker. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. We're also on online digital radio. You can visit our website, thesportscast.net, and also follow us on X at the Sportscast1. And check out our app, the Sportscast for iOS. Breaking news a couple minutes ago, the Giants have released their quarterback, Daniel Jones, after being asked to be released. And join us to talk about this wonderful news, Ray Sherrod from the Bay Area. Welcome back to the Sportscast.
Hey, man, it is so good to be back here home on Sportscast. Man, yes, Jones is gone. Now, they said, wait a minute now. They said it was mutual. They came to a mutual agreement to let him go, which, come on, guys, they got rid of him. They had to, because you know why? Because if he got injured, they would have had to pay like $20-something million. They didn't want to take a chance on that. They said, you know what? We got to cut him. We got to cut him. We don't need this. So is it a good choice? Yeah, he ain't working out. Not working out, dude.
Not working out, as Ray said. He has a clause if he's injured by March when free agency begins. He is guaranteed $22 million, which we both need, right, Ray?
Of course.
And the situation was worse. He was downgraded QB4, not just QB 2, 3 to 4, and then he was playing safety in practice yesterday. Yeah. And then he had a press conference right after. Look, man, it's sad. It sucks. And then I heard rumors about him being released, and it pretty much happened. What's going on with the Giants? What do you think is going to happen to Daniel Jones, Ray? You think he might go to a team like San Francisco, might go to North Carolina? Like, do you think this guy is a good quarterback to sign off with?
You know what? Everybody wrote off Saquon Barkley, and look, and you see what he's doing in Philly. I mean, he's the backbone of that team. So I always believe everybody deserves a second chance, and I think he deserves a second chance. Think he deserves a second chance. Sorry about the phone ring. I know, man. Told my son to get the phone out of here. But
yeah, because like you were saying, a couple quarterbacks had their second chance, like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield had another chance. You can say Joe Flacco with the Browns last year. I can't say Garoppolo, but he could have an opportunity. At least for QB2.
He would be, you know what? I would, like I said, it's the system, you know? It's the system. If you get this kid in a good system, because he's had flashes, and they did pay him. New York did pay. Don't forget, people. They did pay him. They paid him a lot of money.
$108 million?
Okay.
Or was it 180?
I think it's 180. It was a lot more than what I got. Got more than I got, but it was man. It's just, he deserves another chance. He could be an awesome backup, and he could probably start. Jacksonville. Hello.
Oh.
I'll talk about that later.
Naming some names there, but anyways, yeah, we'll talk about that later about Mr. Jones. Last night, Ray watched this game. He thought Steelers were going to win, but the Browns won in the snow, 24-19. The unlikely hero, James Winston, led this Browns team. He used Chubb. I forgot Jerry Jeudy was in that team, but it was a remarkable win.
Yeah, I mean, it's not when you have a flurry of snow, folks, especially if you're wearing a visor and the snow gets on your visor, you got the snow, you got the lights, or you just see the white pitch out there. It's not that easy to grab a ball, throw a ball, and you're slipping. And there's some guy, they're not even wearing any gloves. They're catching a wet ball with their hands and stuff. Um, it was a really good game. They broke Wilson's streak because Wilson was 4-0, folks. And I mean, hey, let's give it to Wilson. They he had a they looked like they were getting ready to win. But you know what? Too much time on the clock. And they came back and they got that 2-point conversion. I said, dude, if they get the 2-point conversion, it's over with. They're gonna win. They're gonna win, and they did.
You know, James Winston called that game NFL Helms game because of like the snow and everything.
Yeah, it was amazing. I watched it with some friends, and we were just like, wow, look at that! Look at all this snow. But that's what football. Oh my God, that's what football is about, man. The weather, the element. You know, can you stand? Can you play through the game, through the cold?
My favorite snow game of all time is the AFC Championship game between the Patriots and the Raiders. Do you remember that game?
Of course, I remember that game. You know, hey, that was a fumble, folks. I don't care what anybody says. That was a fumble. Raiders got messed over.
It was the tuck rule, the famous tuck rule. That now it's kind of been already solidified how it works, but it was hold on, let me remove the standings here. I don't want to get copy. But yeah, it was a tuck rule, and I remember one of the Raiders players said, "Man, I don't know what it was, but it felt like the officials were trying to help the Patriots win that game."
Just so you know, I was a jeweler back then, and Tim Brown and all those guys used to come into the store, and I said, "Man, that was a fumble." I know, man. I know. Yeah, man. It was Raiders, man. We were heartbroken. The Bay Area. I mean, I was a Niner fan back then, but the Bay Area back then when they were the Oakland Raiders, that was hard. But guess what, guys? That started the legend of Tom Brady.
T. Brizzle, and now he is the minority owner of the Raiders.
Yeah, well, look, man, Mark Davis is not Jerry Jones, okay? He ain't he don't have Crunky. He don't have Crunky or Jerry Jones money like that. So of course he had to what did he sell? 15% of his
Well, he's gonna agree to sell another 15%. He's already sold, I think, 20 to 30% to Tom Brady and some other player. I forgot his name, but he was interviewed a couple of weeks ago. I heard it. But now he's gonna sell another 15%. Of the Raiders and hopefully help out their organization because Anthony Pierce is not working out.
Got to give him a team.
Okay,
see, you know what the problem is that when you guys hire these quarterbacks, don't just fire them at least give them 2 to 3 years, because some of those players, they didn't get those players on the team. Another management, another coach. Other people have gotten those players. Let these guys be able to get in a war room and get the players that they want on the team and let them build a team. You can't build. Rome wasn't built in a day, folks, and you need to add certain pieces. Look at Detroit Lions. Oh, my God.
Which we'll get to soon.
Yes, we will. But,
I
don't agree. I would give him another chance. I give him a chance because he don't have no running backs. There's no running backs. He's got Myers, and the best thing they got is Bowers, the tight end.
Brock Bowers, which he's having a fantastic couple of weeks right now.
That's it. But you can't win with one player. You need players.
And also, you got Tom Brady to have some advice. He's minority owner. Hey, maybe we could keep Anthony Pierce, but have a quarterback.
You got to give help. Honestly, it starts from the top. I know everybody likes to use scapegoats and blame people at the bottom, but
Get
it's
rid of GMs.
management. It's GMs. Hey, why is the Cowboys the way are? Jerry Jones. Come on.
That's a different
Starts
ball
from the
game.
top. Starts at the top.
Speaking about GMs, New York Jets fire
Ooh.
GM Joe Douglas after they fired. No, they didn't get fired. The fired Robert Saleh a couple weeks ago, but Joe Douglas got fired this week. Ray, what's going on? Even though GMs don't do anything right now, they're kind of like a lame duck.
Somebody's got look, Aaron, Woody, the owner of the Jets. He's like, okay, all right, I'll get rid of the coach. All right, I'll get rid of the GM. And now you know who else he's talking about? I think he's talking about Aaron Rodgers, man.
I heard I heard they're going to a divorce in the offseason. That's what I'm hearing. And Devontae Adams.
Hey, you know what? It's not working out.
It's not working out.
Look, on paper, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Breece Hall in the back, Wilson over here. You know,
they got weapons. This is one of the best Jets teams ever assembled.
You know what it is, though? They don't got no leadership, bro. No leader. And no ownership. Somebody, Aaron Rodgers, he slow disses you when he's talking to the news.
He does.
He
especially on the Pat McAfee show.
Exactly. Take ownership. Ownership, man.
There's no energy in the locker room.
You didn't go practice those mandatory practices. What were you doing?
Ray, want to get this take? Rex Ryan coming back to the Jets. How would you think about what'd you think about that? I
like Rex. I like Rex. But sometimes
the last Jets coach that led him to an AFC championship game twice.
Rex, he's a very dude. His dad, his brother, he comes from a family of football. And I wouldn't hate on that. I think they need somebody. They need somebody to fire them up and light a fire up under their behinds. Somebody's got to do something. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Sometimes
I don't know either.
It's not always these young coaches, Get some of these guys that's been around, these veterans, these guys that have football minds.
Are you saying Bill Belichick? You're describing Bill Belichick. Well, he's not going to the Jets. I know that for sure. He doesn't have a good relationship with them. Maybe the Raiders.
I can see the Raiders. Hey,
I'm sure Tom Brady will put a good word for him.
I remember when Gruden went, and Gruden was the $10 million man. What did they pay him? Like $10 million to coach? Yeah,
that was a record back then.
It sure was.
And now he's working with Barstool right now.
Yeah. You have to do something because that New York market, I feel sorry, man. That's a tough market.
You could get eaten alive.
Yeah.
And I think a person like Rex Ryan can handle that New York market, but a person that's not been fired yet, Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson.
It's coming.
He's coming today, next week. They're in.
I just read somewhere where they asked him, "Hey, have you talked to Khan yet? You talked to no, I haven't talked to him yet." That means that it's coming, folks. It's coming. Yeah, they're a mess.
That team is well assembled as well.
What did they get? 52 to what, 6 or something? Oh my god!
Demolished.
Detroit. Oh my god! They just could not stop them. Couldn't stop them. Yes, no, they did not have Trevor Lawrence, but come on,
they had Mac Jones.
They had Mac Jones, but Trevor Lawrence, and I feel sorry for Trevor Jones because I think he's a good quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence, you mean?
What did I say? Trevor Lawrence. Yeah,
Jones. You said Trevor Jones. You put it like the Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence together.
Sorry. Trevor Lawrence. I think he's a decent quarterback, but once again, his running backs are not. They're not that great.
Tank Davis, what's his name? Tank.
Get Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby.
Bigsby.
He's good though.
He's hurt.
And
then they brought in the other guy. He's not even the starter. He's not even a starter. But,
Deion Sanders. I didn't put this in my notes, but Deion Sanders to the Cowboys. That's highly rumored. But they cannot include Shador because Dak Prescott got signed a big contract. But what do you think about that possibility for the Cowboys? Because
why not?
You know Mike McCarthy's leaving. He's out. He's a lame duck.
Get rid of Dak. What do you mean he signed a big? You know what? Let me tell you something.
We getting traded.
If Deion Sanders come in there with his boys into Texas, into Dallas, they're gonna.
I think that can work.
It will work.
I think it will work, Ray. He's played with that organization. He loves Dallas. I think he has a home in Dallas. His main home is in Dallas, actually.
There's an old commercial. I think it was a Pepsi commercial where Jerry Jones called up Deion, and Deion says, "I'm on my way." You know, when he left the Niners and came over to the Cowboys, and that was a Pepsi commercial or something. Hey, do you really look? You think Dak is the future of the Cowboys? You think Dak is the future? Dak ain't a leader, man. Dak ain't. There's a clip of Troy Aikman on the sideline. He's yelling at the players. He's going off. You don't see that. Dak, he's not a leader. I could have sworn I read his lips. He said his team sucks. I think that's what they zoomed in on his lip. And he said, "Man, this team sucks, man." Yeah. Hey, contracts are made to be broken. Jerry Jones got money. You know what? Hey, Dak, guess what? Here, you know what?
He owns Frisco's.
There, take it. Just go. Take it and bring in somebody else. You got to do something.
Anyway, before we preview, big signing for San Francisco. 49ers signed Demarcus Lenoir. Agreed to the terms on a 5-year, $92 million extension. I didn't hear much about him, but I do know that you are more in the inside in San Francisco, but he's a very matured cornerback. Your thoughts on this news?
Last year he played 2023. He was there for all 17 games, folks. The guy, he gets the tackles. He goes after the player. He can play more than one position. He's great. He's good. He's worth the money, and he's why our defense is good. He's one of our key players when it comes to defense. So $92 million, it's 5 years, break it down. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Good deal. Anyways, let's get started with this preview because we got a lot of games going on. We'll talk about the NFC as standings a little bit later. But Mr. Ray Sherrod, are you ready?
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Because football starts when the So let's go into matchup on Sunday. Not the first one, but first set of games. Vikings at the Bears. Vikings are 8-2. They're having a fantastic start. The Bears won last week. The Vikings are 12-4 in grass. Your thoughts? Who will take this game?
Bears did good last time because they got rid of the coach.
Offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator, exactly. So, but I got the Vikings. Addison looked good this last game. And Jefferson, Addison, yeah, they're good. Vikings.
Good to go. Let's go to Indianapolis. Lions. Despite being the favorites, the Lions aren't taking this game lightly against the Colts. Detroit's running on an 8-game winning streak, Ray, and is the NFL's lone team with a perfect road record, 5-0. The Colts started again. Anthony Richardson worked out last week. He had a touchdown. Will they stop the Lions?
No, Lions going to be 6-0 on the road. Lions, baby.
AFC East showdown. The Patriots defense has forced only one turnover in its past 5 games, Ray. New England's -6 turnover differential is tied for 26 in the NFL, and finding a way to disrupt quarterback Tua Tagovailoa on the rhythm of the Dolphins' passing game. Tyreek has a bad wrist. Who do you have in Miami?
I got Dolphins, man. Did you see their tight end? Smith, man.
Johnny Smith, he's in my fantasy team.
100. He was on mine, too. I actually got him in a trade. Thank you for that trade. 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. You still have Waddle. You still have Devon. You still have Mostert.
OBJ?
They're Dolphins legit. They're legit, and they're gonna beat the Patriots.
Tommy DeVito makes his debut start this season. The Bucks got Mike Evans back. I don't know what this is going to look like, but who do you have in New York?
Dude, Bakerfield, man. And if Evans is not at 100%, they got a pretty good tight end. Otton.
Yeah, something like that. So you got the Bucks?
I got the Bucks. Sir. The Bucks.
Cowboys 3-7. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Are looking to avoid their first 6-game losing streak since 2015. I was not alive back then. No, I'm kidding. I was when they finished 4-12. Dan Quinn reunites. This is the Cowboy Bowl. What's going to happen in Washington?
Cowboys is a mess, and I'm sorry for all you Cowboy fans out there. Commanders are hot. They're hot, man.
But they have lost 2 in a row.
And how much has the Cowboys lost?
5 in a row.
Exactly. Commanders are going to bounce back, and they're going to bounce all over the Cowboys.
The best team in the NFL versus the worst team in the NFL. The Chiefs have played excellent run defense all season, and Arthur, they lost against the Bills last week. The Panthers are getting healthy defensively. And they're on, I believe they're on a 2-game winning streak or something with Bryce Young, which he's also in the question mark as well. Yeah. Who do you have in Carolina, your home state?
You know, I love Chubb on the Panthers. I think he's an awesome running back, but the Chiefs, they just got too many weapons, man. Too many weapons. And Patrick Mahomes, you've made me a believer in Patrick Mahomes, Santiago.
I did. I told you he's one of the best quarterbacks. He's a GOAT.
No
longer mini GOAT.
Yeah, Chiefs. Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
Let's go to Houston. Texans defensive lineman Danico Autry faces his former team for the first time this week after posting 3 sacks in 5 games. Autry, an 11-year veteran, will face the Tennessee Titans right tackle Nicholas Petit-Frere, who has allowed 6 sacks. This matchup is a huge advantage for Houston, especially in the third and long situations. CJ Stroud has averaged 259 passing yards, Ray, per game in his career, but the Titans are allowing the fewest passing yards per game. Will that derail CJ Stroud in Houston?
You know what? They have a weapon called Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon's going to run all over the Titans. And plus, you know what? They got a pretty good guy called Nico. So, and Nico's back. So I got the Texans beating the Titans.
The Texans. I would probably say the same thing. Did you know the Broncos have never won in Vegas for the past 4 times in Las Vegas? Bo Nix is hot. He is the best rookie quarterback. He played 60 college football games. If you did not know this,
my rookie of the year. That's my rookie
over Jaden Daniels with the Commanders.
Yes,
well, you said it right there. Well, who do you have? Broncos at the Raiders. Bo Nix is hot. Raiders are not.
You know what? That is Jaden's good too, but man, people don't sleep on Bo Nix, man. But I got Broncos.
He's like the oldest rookie I've ever seen.
I got the Broncos. Raiders is a mess. They're a mess, man. They're a mess.
This is not Ray's biggest game of the weekend. Not only, I mean, this is the biggest game for him, but it's also for the NFL. This is a big showdown. The Niners at Packers. The Niners are still banged up. They got no Nick Bosa. Brock Purdy has a bad shoulder. Trent Williams is also a little hurt as well. Right. The Packers' love is not 100%, but he's been perfect for 6-for-6 week. Mm-hmm. Niners struggle in the Midwest. They lost against Minnesota. Will this happen again in Green Bay?
We're going to beat the Packers. I know last time, guys, we were actually getting ready to beat the Seahawks, but Bosa tackled. He got pulled out the game. Bosa had 2 sacks. When they pulled Bosa out, that was it. That's when we lost. We couldn't stop the run. But I got the Niners beating the Packers.
How are you seeing CMC lately? Is he like his old self, or are you still getting warmed up?
Slowly getting it. He's getting them scrimmage yards, folks. He is getting they're using them for the passing. He's using them for the running. You could tell when he runs, he's not full blasting, but he's getting a lot. He was in a lot of plays the last game. So I think he's going to go off on the Packers.
This is it. This is the game. But I will save him up to January. If you need him more then now.
Yeah.
Cardinals talked about team. I like this team, right? I like the Cardinals. I know you don't like them or Seattle, but they face off. This is a real test and barometer of what's going to happen. Geno Smith had an incredible win last week. He had a scoring touchdown against your Niners.
Yes.
Big NFC West showdown. This is probably the two teams in contention for the NFC West. Who do you have in Seattle?
I'm gonna have to go with the Cardinals, man. Marvin Harris, their running back. I got the Cardinals, man. I got Kyle. I think they're gonna win. Cardinals.
Kyler Murray has lost his past 5 games against Seattle, by the way.
Yeah. The only person that scares me with the Seahawks, and it's not Geno, it's Metcalf.
He's still around.
Yeah.
How about Lock?
Locke has been quiet, man. He's been quiet.
I picked him up on my team this week. I heard
it's been like Walker, and Metcalf. That's like, and then Geno. And Geno's great too.
Clutch.
He's clutch. And do you know Geno was I think he was 0-5 with the Niners, and then he finally won against the Niners. So congratulations to Geno. I'm not a hater. Congratulations.
We'll talk about the NFC West standings because it's quite interesting if you look at it.
Yes.
Eagles at the Rams, Sunday Night Football. The Rams are coming off only their second game this season without a turnover after having NFL low two takeaways from weeks 1 to 7. The Eagles led the NFL with 11 takeaways since week 8. The Eagles have leaned heavily on running back Saquon Barkley and also A.J. Brown. Rams have Puka back. What's going to happen in Los Angeles?
It's going to be a good game, man. Rams got Kupp and Puka. They're playing great. Dopkins. He's wait a minute, not Dopkins. Kyrie. I'm sorry. Kyrie Williams.
Yes, Kyrie Williams for the Rams.
Yes, Kyrie Williams. He's great. But the Eagles, come on, man. Barkley's the man, dude. Barkley's the man right now. And AJ Brown. Yeah, Eagles. And their defense is good too. Eagles defense is pretty good.
Pretty legit. Would you say the two best teams in the NFC is the Lions and the oh my gosh, what the other team?
The Bills
Lions and the Eagles.
I will say Detroit. I'll say Detroit. Eagles, I'm not fully sold on, even though they're 8-2. I'm gonna say the Lions, and I got another team.
Who's that other
Got
team?
another team.
Not the Niners. Can't be. Don't say it. Don't say it. Anyways, he just said it. NFC West. Look at the standings. I brought this up during the show. Cardinals are 6-4. They're only up by 1 game. Look at the Rams, Seahawks, San Francisco, all 5-5.
Hello,
Ray. What's gonna happen there? Something has to break.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna. I'll tell you, you're gonna see 49ers at the top, Seahawks or Rams second, and Cardinals on the bottom by the end of the season. There you go.
That's
we had injuries. We didn't get Kittles. We lost Brandon Ayuk. We didn't have we had injuries, but guess what? When these guys start coming back to the team, we're gonna get strong. CMC is gonna get stronger. You guys forget he was the offense player last year. And once he gets better, because we're not down, dude.
You're still in it.
We're still in it. So yeah, I'm Niner faithful. Yeah.
And the thing is, what I've heard, and which we talked about this before, Ray, is that Coach Shanahan likes to reserve these players and save them right towards the right time in December and January. So you're able to beat teams like the Eagles or the Chiefs.
We can do it. We've done it before, folks. We've done it before.
Which player do you really like not be injured between these three players?
CMC,
Brock Purdy, Trent Williams, or oh my gosh, what the third one? I'm losing my
Christian McCaffrey.
CMC. Let's just say CMC. Yeah.
Okay, CMC is the engine. He's the man because he can run and he can pass. And then you could have Debo You thinking CMC's getting the ball? Debo's got the ball. Boom, jet stream. I mean, he's the dude. He's the dude.
How about
Brock? I think he's more of management. I think he's more of a game manager. He's a game.
He's
manager.
not a clutch like Gino.
Oh, damn, you went there. Gino Clutch, come on, man.
I'm kidding. I'm not sure yet, but
He ain't
the other
clutch.
player that I was thinking was Nick Bosa. How
Defense, we need
how important is he?
very important. As you can saw in Seattle, he got sack. Yo, why are the Lions going to the Super Bowl? Man, you know what? Look, I tell people this. What you do in regular season,
Doesn't mean
playoffs is another different thing. All the records and all that don't mean anything.
Can you handle the snow? Can you handle the
snow?
fans?
Exactly. Can you
That's why home
get
field advantage comes into play big time.
that is true. That's true. But hey, Detroit was there last year.
And what happened?
They
They lost
were-
against Tampa.
Yeah, it's a controversy decision or something like that. I hear, but
You gotta play whatever the hand gives you.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
there you have it. Week 12, a lot of important games. You know, week 13, there's no bye week. Wait, there's no bye week this week, but there's 6 teams that have bye week next week. So it's a weird
Next week.
schedule.
It is.
So
It is. I think Ravens part of that bye week.
who do you think who do you think are the top 2 best teams in the AFC right now?
I got give it up to the Lions, and you got to give it up.
No, I mean AFC.
In the AFC. Ooh.
Because you saw the Bills and Chiefs game.
Yeah, I did. Man. I'd have to say in the AFC. I just want to double check something.
Double check. I mean, you got the Chiefs,
Buffalo,
you got the Bills,
but you know what? Steelers.
Steelers, Ravens. Those are definitely top tier.
Those are top, but Buffalo's playing great, and you got Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, you got to respect them. They are the champion, and they're 9-1. So you gotta respect the Chiefs. So I got Chiefs and I got Buffalo. That's what I got.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
There you have it. A lot going on in the NFL, a lot of storylines. They say football starts this month. I do think that's right. We've seen some high level game going on, but we'll see what happens in San Francisco. Dolphins, they have to win out, apparently, make the playoffs. And then, of course, you got the other teams that are kind of like solidifying that top seed. So we'll see what happens. But, anyways, before we go, Ray, what is well, actually, hold on. Before we go, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Because we're not going to have a show next week.
that's right. Oh man, me and my wife, man, we got turkey, we got ham, we're doing a roast, we're doing an apple pie, we're doing a pumpkin pie, got stuffing, casserole, vegetables. Love the dressing, especially when my wife, she loves her dressing. She does it from scratch, and yeah, I can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Do you eat pie with ice cream or whipped cream?
Okay, so apple pie we do with the Cool Whip. She always gets Cool Whip, and I'll smack it on there. Now sometimes I do vanilla ice cream. So that's my substitute. If she doesn't get the Cool Whip, vanilla ice cream on my apple pie.
And the ice cream is the 1B, not number 2, 1B. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
There you have it. My favorite Thanksgiving. You know, it's funny. I've been hearing this a lot trending. Everyone's been asking. I go to all these small groups, and they've all been saying stuffing. And you're right, stuffing is gonna make a comeback this year.
Dude, you got this. Oh, and oh my god, I love my wife and Evan. They don't like cranberry sauce, so I'm eating all. I got to have the cranberry sauce
From a can, or do you go from?
Dude, my wife gets it from the can. Unfortunately, man.
Me too. I don't know.
You know,
there's other ways to get it.
It's this long glob that comes out, but you know what? Hey,
what's the name? Like the main supermarket in San Fran? Is this Safeway? Is that like the main supermarket over there?
We got Lucky's. We have Safeway. I know when I go to North Carolina, they got Food Lion and Kroger's, Piggly Wiggly in the South.
We got Publix.
But
I'm not sure if you've been to a Publix yet.
I heard about Publix. I heard about Publix.
That makes some great subs.
Yeah, but my wife, we go, man. We're Costco members, so we got bulks. My wife buys stuff in bulks, not like how Didi buys stuff in bulks though, but not like that much stuff in bulks.
By the way, congrats on the Warriors, number 2 in the West right now, looking good with no Klay Thompson. So,
no, man, no. We showed him love when we played Dallas. We showed him respect and everything. We gave him his flowers because he's out. Once a warrior, always a warrior, and
he'll probably have a statue.
He put those he deserves it. Matters back. The Splash Brothers deserve a statue, and then have Draymond kicking somebody between the what. Have that statue in the back,
and no KD, right?
Yeah, no KD, man.
They don't like him though there anymore. I've been hearing a lot.
Look, keep your stuff to yourself and just be humble. But to be fair, Draymond did start some stuff with him, and that kind of rubbed him the wrong way. So,
I mean, I'm more the line where they could have won without him. That's my perspective. But
he helped. No matter what,
he helped out that 1 year. I think that was it.
Helped.
Like he won one chip. But
Yeah.
other than that, he's doing like Phoenix wants to resign him, so they like him there, and like the Mavericks, they're 11th in the West, so they're not that good or gelling yet. Obviously, it's still November, so who knows what's going to happen in April. But anyways, Ray, what is the best way to reach you online to get your recipe for Thanksgiving?
Guys, you see the name right there. I'm Ray Sherrod, but I'm also, my tag is Ray3473 on my socials. I'm now on Blue Sky. So I'm on Blue Sky, X.com, and also Threads. And I stream on Twitch and I stream on YouTube. My Discord, the sideboard, Ray3473, the gaming sideboard. So, and that's usually where I'm hanging out. Discord is with my best friends, talking games and sports.
And you have Discord for football too.
Yes, I do. And they are crazy. We've got some Brits and we got some Canadians.
Ray's treating foreigners
going crazy about American football, dude. It's just amazing.
It's great, man. I think especially when it comes to fantasy, I think it's perfect. I mean, do you do NBA fantasy? I've never done it.
I've done hockey, I've done soccer, I've done basketball. I'm in a basketball league, which I'm in third right now in my basketball league.
Have you done like a WNBA fantasy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know Caitlin Clark tried to play golf and she said she didn't like it.
Don't, man. She should leave it alone. Wait till she get older and then probably, because she's gonna mess up her shot, man.
I agree.
When you try and do a couple of sports, man, your muscle memory is gonna be kind of off. Don't
messed up.
No, man, she's a shooter.
She's a shooter. You know, WNBA has 8 months off season. It's crazy.
It is, man.
Anyways, well, Caitlin, maybe things will change. All right, you can reach us at thesportscast.net or the Sportscast1 on X and Instagram. We're not on Threads yet, but Ray tells me Threads is a good place to talk sports and gaming. So we'll see about that. But anyways, Ray, I'm glad we're back. We won't be back next week. It's Black Friday because I know you like to go early to shop.
You got to get your deals, man.
This is the best deals in the world, man.
Yes.
You can't beat it.
Yes.
You get some TVs, 27-inch TVs for $10. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Ray, thanks for coming out to the Sportscast.
Thanks, Santiago. Thank you, Santiago. Thank you, Sportscast. Bye, guys. Follow.
And this was